Chapter 18, theory video 4. Now we are going to look at kingdoms. So the kingdoms are the subdivisions of the three domains. So each domain is divided into kingdoms. So here we are going to look at the four kingdoms of the domain Eukarya. So in Eukarya there are four domains: Protoctista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. Now, if we are to look at kingdom Protoctista, they have a very wide range of eukaryotic organisms. But we call them protozoans most often, and they are protozoans means simple animals. Proto means simple, simple or the original type kind of. So the simple animals, and also we find them we find them as simple algae or seaweed. Any eukaryote that does not belong to the group fungus, plant or animal category would be classified as a protoctist. So they are usually single-celled or would be a group of similar cells, and they have these characteristics. First thing is, the main characteristic is obviously they are eukaryotic. Most are single-celled or act as similar cells would act in unison. But remember, these are not specialized cells. They don't have special characteristics. Specialized features. They are similar cells acting as a single group. Then some of these Protoctista have animal-like cells. That means there are no cell walls and would be known as protozoa. Then there are some which would look like plant cells, which would look like plant cells. That means they have cellulose cell walls and chloroplasts, and we would refer to them as algae. So even though algae have plant-like features, we don't categorize them in the kingdom Plantae. That is something that you must remember. So here, Stentor rosselli, this is a protoctist covered with a lot of cilia, which allows them for locomotion, allows them to locomote rather, and also to feed. They are unicellular, but there are specialized regions within the body. So that is something that you must understand. They are unicellular. But this is the second one is Volvox globata. It's a spherical colonial green protoctist. That means it's made up of a colony of similar cells. Thousands of cells having flagella is seen here. They work together in some sort of a coordination, but there is almost no specialization of cells. That is, the cells are not specialized to perform a singular function. If light is detected by one end of this colony, the whole colony will move towards the light or swim towards the light. Then the cells in the other pole would be specialized for. There are some specialization. They are responsible for reproduction. So here in this one, we can see that there are new regions which are about to be released. The new colonies are about to be released. So as you can see in this Volvox globata, it is easy to identify them as plant cells because they are green and they are there are certain other characteristics which make them better plants than they would be classified. It would be easier for us to classify them as plants rather than animals. So that is one thing that people are actually arguing about. They are most of the scientists are actually hoping to classify algae as plants, but there are some things that are different from the plants. So as a result, they are still in Protoctista, but there is a possibility that algae might get classified under a Plantae. But for your purposes, for this examination purposes, you need to understand that they are in the kingdom Eukaryota, and Protoctista is their kingdom. Write down a note on this. Domain Eukarya is divided into 4 kingdoms: Protoctista, fungi, Plantae and Animalia. Then first subtopic, kingdom Protoctista. Made up of a wide range of eukaryotic organisms, including protozoa and algae, have following characteristics. Number 1, eukaryotic. Number 2, mostly single cell or exist as groups of similar cells, within brackets colonies. Some have animal-like cells without cell walls and would be known as protozoa. Others have plant-like cells, cellulose cell walls and chloroplasts, and are referred to as algae. I hope you understood. If you have any clarifications need to be made, please let me know.